Okay, welcome class 11th students. Today we are going to discuss very important topic. This is which is absolutely new for you, and which is very useful coming coming chapters as like motion, laws of motion. Everywhere you will use this, and they are called differential and integration. This is very important topic for you. So make heading first: differential calculus. Differential calculus. Differential calculus. Okay, so before going to differential calculus, first we will consider about function. So let's suppose y is written as like y is equal to, it is written as 3x cube plus 2x square plus 5x plus 7, something as like this. So what we notice there, x and y are both are called variable. You better know x, y are called variable, where a, b, c are called constant. Variable which change their value, constant never change their value, as like a, b, c, as like 3, 5, 7 they are called constant, while x and y is called variable. As like in class 10th you study that, let us suppose some question is given and you assume there, let's suppose the age of father is x, it means x is variable, it can contain any values. So I am talking about this one. So let's suppose x and y is written in the form of x, y is equal to 3x cube plus 2x square plus 5x plus 7, as like this. Okay now, or it is written as ABC. Okay, so we can see there x and y are both are variable. X and y are both are variables. X is called independent. X is called independent, while y is called dependent variable. So there are two types of variable. This is called independent variable, this is called dependent variable. Once when we decide the value of x, let's suppose x is equal to 1. If you taken x is equal to 1, then you can't decide y is equal to that much, because y is depend on x. When you put the value of x is equal to 1, then it become 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus what, 7. So though you will get what, 17. So y is equal to 17. It means x will decide the value of y. That's why x is called independent and y is called dependent, but both are variables. Are you getting the point? So actually our question is differential calculus or differentiation, but before that we are going to discuss about what are the variable and what are the constant. No doubt constant which never change their value, while here x and y, if you had taken x is equal to 2, there will be the some change of value of y. It means completely y depend on x. It means y is written in the term of x, that's why y is called function of x. Note down the point. Since y is written in the term of x, so we can write y is equal to function of x. Okay, y is called function of x. If we change the value of x, as we previously done here, we change the value of x, y gets changes. So let's suppose if x become f x plus delta x, there is a small change in x, then y become y plus del y. Notice the point. Y was the function of x because y is written in the term of x. Okay, if here we change the value of x as previous, x become x plus delta x, y become y plus delta y. So if we subtract them, what we get? Y cancel out, what we get? Delta y is equal to f x plus delta x minus what? Fx. Okay, if we divide by delta x, so it and its limit del x tends to 0, then it become dy upon dx. Note down the point. So what we get? What are dy upon dx? The rate of change in y, you can see there, the rate of change in y with respect to x. The rate of change in y with respect to x is called differentiation of y with respect to x. So dy upon dx is called differentiation of y with respect to x. This is the meaning of differentiation, and this is the mathematical form of differentiation. The rate of change in y, note down the point. You better know, when x changes, y gets changes. So we are getting here change in y with respect to rate of change in x. Rate of change in x. That's why it is called differentiation of y with respect to x, and it is denoted as a dy upon dx. So note down the definition. What are dy upon dx? The rate of change in y. The rate of change in y with respect to x is called differentiation of y with respect to x. Are you getting? So this is the point. Dy upon dx. We will put some example here, then you better understand. Okay, let's suppose x is written, x is equal to 2t square plus 5. Okay, what we notice there? Or y is written as y is equal to 2t square plus 5. It means y written in the form of t. It means y is a function of t, and if you differentiate it, you will get dy upon what? Dt. And you better know dy upon dt, the rate of change in displacement, and you better know this is called velocity. Very important point. Dy upon dt, why is you better know displacement or distance? Distance upon time is called velocity. So in 9th class directly you got the answer displacement or distance upon time. But if I given you 2t square plus 5, find the velocity at t is equal to 1 second, so you have to differentiate that quantity with respect to t, then you will get the what? Velocity. Or if v is equal to, you are given dv, yeah, a is equal to dv upon dt. It means the rate of change in velocity, you better know the rate of change in velocity is called acceleration. It means you have to differentiate the v with respect to t. This is called differentiation of velocity with respect to time, and you better know a is equal to v upon t in 9th standard, but in 11th standard you will study a is equal to dv upon dt. In 9th standard you study that velocity is equal to distance upon time. Same thing we are doing here. It will become v is equal to dy upon dt because we are getting as like equation. So this is the meaning of differential calculus. Okay. In graphical representation, let's suppose this is the form of given as like this is x and this is y, and it is graph is as like this. If you see there, this point is x, this point is y. If this point become x plus what? Dx. This point become what? Y plus what? Dy. So what is the slope? You better know what is slope. It become dy and it become what? Dx. So it will become what? Dy upon what? Dx. The rate of change in y with respect to x. Are you getting that? So this is the graphical meaning of differential calculus. Okay. Now I will tell some formulas for this, and next time we will start the numerical point for that one. Okay. So this is the meaning. Once again, dy upon dx is differentiation of y with respect to x. dx upon dt. What we can know? What we can say? Differentiation of x with respect to t. dy upon dz. What we can say? Differentiation of y with respect to z. Any quantity, we are not going to fix dy upon dx, but here we will take only one quantity. So this depend on question. What is given? X is given. Differentiation of this divided by t, it means rate of change in x with respect to time, and if x is distance and it is getting changed with time, you better know that is called velocity. If distance is changing, you are moving or you are running, it means your distance is going to change with time, and no doubt this is called velocity. So we can get the easy answer. So now see the some formulas for this, and first important formula. Let's suppose y is equal to, you are given x power n. This is very normally you have to use this formula. Mostly 90% question you will use this formula. So you will get dy upon dx is equal to, since y is function of x, you have to take the d upon dx. If here written z power n, you have to take dy upon dz. This depend on that quantity because it should be the function. Note down the point. The quantity should be the function of that quantity with respect to you are going to differentiate. Okay. Since here we had taken x power n, so it will be what? dy upon dx is equal to, what we get here? d upon dx of y. Y is given in question. What is y is given? X power n. See there, here x, it should be the function of that point. So its formula is easy point. You will pull the n, it become n x power n minus 1. Note down the point. This is very important formula. d upon dx of x power n is equal to n x power n minus 1. Are you getting? This is the mostly that formula used in numericals. Let's suppose any numerical is given as like the d upon dx of, you are given x power 5. What will be the answer? Very easy answer. It become 5 will come down, 5x power n minus 1. 5 minus 1, it become 4. So answer become 5x power 4. This is the meaning of that formula. How you can use this formula? So this is the, I am putting the example in front of you because it is very easier. Okay. d upon dx of, let's suppose in the place of x power n, it is given x power 5, so it become 5x power 4. Okay, so note down the formula. First formula, d upon dx of x power n is equal to n x power n minus 1. d upon dx of constant, note down the point. If any constant is there, you better know its meaning is change in y with respect to x. You better know constant never change, so all time differentiation of constant is 0. Very, very important point. Let's suppose it is given d upon dx of, you are given 2020. What will differentiation? If differentiation becomes 0 because this is the constant quantity, or any a is given, is again becomes 0 because differentiation constant never change, so its differentiation turns 0. So this is second point. d upon dx of sin x, you have to learn this formula, it become cos x. d upon dx of cos x, it become minus sin x. Note down our formula is d upon dx of exponential of x, it becomes same e power x. There will be no change in e power x. Okay, d upon dx of log x, it become very important, it become 1 by x. Just we are telling some formulas based on differentiation. d upon dx of x power n, mostly you will use this formula, is equal to n x power n minus 1. d upon dx of any constant is equal to 0. d upon dx of sin x is equal to cos x. d upon dx of cos x is equal to minus sin x. d upon dx of e power x is equal to e power x. d upon dx of log x is equal to 1 upon x, and some more formulas are there. So when we need, we will use these formula, but mostly we are going to use the formula number 1. d upon dx of x power n is equal to n x power n minus 1. This is the mostly formula which is used in your numerical points. Okay, now I am going to explain that formula. Okay, note down the formulas. Let's suppose one numerical is given to you. Let's suppose numerical is given, let's suppose y is equal to, it is given ax cube plus bx square plus cx minus d. That question is given, or here minus is given, here plus is given. I ask find out the dy upon dx. Note down a, b, c, d are called constant, only x is variable. Okay, so what are formula? d upon dx of y, what are value of y? Ax cube plus bx square minus cx plus d. So what we get? Now differentiate it 1 by 1. So it differentiate, 3 will come down, it become 3ax square. You better know x power n is equal to n x power n minus 1. You have to subtract by 1. So here formula power was 3, it become 2 plus it become 2 will come down 2bx, 2 minus 1 is equal to 1 minus differentiation of c is out. What is differentiation of x? You better know d upon dx of x. You can do outside. Its power is 1. So what we get here? 1x power 1 minus 1. It become 1x power 0. It become x power 0 is equal to 1. It become 1. So only d upon dx of x is equal to 1. So only c will be there, and differentiation of d become 0 because d is constant. Its differentiation turns what? 0. Okay. Let's suppose, so this is the formula. Let's suppose you are trying to differentiate again, and I ask differentiate it 3 times, or one more time, or it is given 3 times. Okay, so how next? That was the first time differentiation. Second time you will get, it become 6ax. Hold on, 2 3 is 6 ax, 2 minus 1 is equal to 1 plus it become 2b d upon dx of x is equal to 1 minus c is equal to 0 because c remains constant. Its differential become 0. Again, if I ask differentiate one more time, it become what becomes 6a, x differentiation is 1 plus 2b is constant, in differentiation become 0. Are you getting the point? How we differentiate it? If I ask again differentiate it, you will get 6a is constant and differentiation becomes 0. So how many times we differentiate this quantity? 1, 2, 3 and 4, and it is given as like d4 upon dx power 4. If that given is, you have to differentiate 4 times, it is given dy upon dx. It means you have to differentiate only 1 time and your answer will be that much. 3ax square plus 2bx minus c. That is the formula for one time differentiation. But I am trying to confirm your conceptual points. How many times you differentiate, it reduces again and again, and no doubt constant differentiation become 0. Okay, so that's all for today. This is the introduction about differentiation. Next time I will give you some assignments, then it become much clear to you. Okay, that's all.